So what happened?
Yeah.
What just happened right there?
No one hit record for the audio.
All right, so we're going to start over.
Yeah.
How long were we talking there?
Not long.
It felt like forever.
3 minutes.
It felt like forever. I was talking about that one time.
Yeah. Now they're not going to know about all this garbage on the desk.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll bring it up again. Why is there an Allen wrench here? Why is there?
Yeah. Where are my green M&Ms?
Deezy's in a bad mood now.
All that all that awesome footage is gone forever.
Gone.
It wasn't
Nuggets.
that good.
Yeah, but people in the room got to witness.
Nuggets.
I like how we just like don't acknowledge that the music's playing. There's an intro. We just are talking the entire time.
What I like is Michael's pointing to the camera saying it's recording right now.
Okay. All right. Well, let's talk about the past week, man. We had a meetup in Austin, Texas.
I want to talk about how
what just happened.
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I want to talk about how good the meetup was. Like it was a great,
fantastic
meetup. And so for those of you that don't know what a meetup is, we work for BitBoy Crypto. We have a huge fan base. Not me personally. Of course, I did have some people.
You can say we.
Mainly they're Ben, people to see
mostly
Ben.
BitBoy.
Right. And we travel around the country. We've done it. I think we're going to Los Angeles here very soon. We came back from Austin, right? We came back from Austin. So Austin, I think around 500 people came, and we rented out this nice venue, and Ben gave a good speech, a big Q&A session, and then afterwards, I actually had people, that
you were holding court. You actually had a circle of people,
like 4 or 5 people sitting Indian style.
Yeah, all facing you, hanging on to your words. Now, there are cool people there. It was a lot of the Boss Cat family, a lot of the Pluto Alliance family. I think, everyone was excited. Me and you both autographed a JPEG printout.
Yeah, it was very weird.
A T-shirt.
Yeah.
Autographed.
That girl pulled her thing, you signed.
She pulled that sheet of paper down, and then it was the JPEG underneath. Yeah, not that.
Anyways, I was very impressed with everybody that came out, and the knowledge that and the people that were actually helped by watching the channel. I thought that was kind of a very it's good to hear that kind of stuff from the community.
Did people invite you to party afterwards? Did you do anything like that?
You know what? I think people know I'm sober.
Yeah,
because I talk about it. Somebody invited you to a strip club, right?
Yeah, I guess one of the famous cabarets there. I didn't go. It was
male strip club. No.
Yeah, it was called Swingin' Richards. No. It was cool. I didn't go, but out of curiosity, they sent me a message on Twitter. We're at the blah blah blah. I'm not going out. I was like, this ought to be fun. Let me look it up on Google. It was like, all the people there used to be good. Now they're all old. They
have one. They have a strip club. I've never been to this strip club. It's called the Claremont Lounge, and I think it's in Decatur. I believe I used to live near it, but it's like it's one of those. They got women with bullet hole. Bullet
you would go
wounds.
for the steaks.
Yeah, I would go for the. They have a really good buffet. No, but you have peg leg. Women with like one leg on stage. So you go like Kid Rock goes there, all these other, famous people, they'll go just to see, I don't know if you can say little people, strippers. You can't say the other one. Yeah. So it's a very interesting experience.
That's pretty funny. Full disclosure, I actually, worked in the industry for years. I don't know if I've ever really shared
you were a dancer.
That. Well, I was a fluffer. No, worked in the industry for years as an accountant. Don't think I've actually shared that because, family.
This is deep. We need to turn the lights down.
Yeah, turn down. No, I started pretty young, actually. I started at 20, worked there for 6 years. And I would travel to all the clubs, but we would have touring people. And sometimes it'd be little people. Sometimes it'd be movie stars. You know what kind of movie I'm talking about? Sometimes it'd be
kids
an
movies.
Elder lady with just gigantic, watermelons.
Toes.
Oh. She was a farmer. So, it was always funny seeing I don't want to say fringe, but seeing the peculiar, acts.
Yeah.
It's entertaining.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to, the one thing, I've seen it. I've seen the next one. They're all pretty much the same. But then when you get these outside the box entertainers, it's pretty funny. Met Ron Jeremy.
Hey. Yeah. Isn't he in prison now?
I think he did
so.
it. I think he did it.
He did it.
I met him. I don't know.
He did it. Yeah. He did it. So anyway, the meetup was great. We had a really good meetup. A lot of people there talking about crypto. Boss Cats, I think Deezy just talked about it. Big shout out to that community. They actually showed up to meet me and Deezy which was super cool. Like, what a great community that is. Pluto Alliance was there. Obviously, we have some really cool things coming up with Pluto Alliance, that I'm pretty excited about.
Yeah, shout out to the King's Council.
Yeah, we can't really talk about it right now, though. Like exactly what it is. Some big things. So
big stuff.
The big news, though, on the meetup was the flight back.
Trip back, right? Yeah. I'll go ahead and set the stage a little bit. So, we're flying back. I think it's going to be nighttime by the time we get back. We went to lunch, right? We checked out of the hotel. We drove straight to lunch. From lunch, we drove straight to the airport. I don't know what time we got there. It was like 1 or something. But we're flying. It's a direct flight. Austin to Atlanta, direct flight. We're flying. We're getting close. We start to lower.
We lower.
We're below the clouds. My phone works.
Yeah, I got a couple of text messages.
Frankie Candles, I think he called his girlfriend. He's like, he's talking on the phone. I'm texting and stuff. But then, I hear them talking. I hear the captain talking. I wasn't really listening. Were you listening?
No. When I started actually listening was when we started going back up.
Yeah.
Like when we started going back up, like I saw the lights.
We were close. We were close. We were basically, you could see the dude in the orange vest, like, no.
Doing a TikTok dance. He was
saying renegade. Yeah, I think it's just a little miscommunication. He had his like little earpiece and he was dancing down there. But yeah, when I say like we were close to touching down, we were like really close to touching down, and then started going up.
Right back up. So then then at that point, no one knew what was going on. I pulled up the display.
Yeah.
And
see
looked
what the
at
plane's
it,
doing.
And we were going back towards Montgomery, and then we turned back around. We went and went over the airport. We didn't lower this time. Next thing I know, the captain comes on the screen and on the radio and says, "We're going to Tallahassee."
Yeah.
So we're going to Tallahassee. We take
we'll run out of gas.
Or we're going to run out of gas. Yeah.
Yeah, it was what you want to hear. Hey,
right.
We got to do an emergency landing.
We're throwing your luggage off the plane right now to save the gas.
Like, Who is the heaviest person in coach?
Yeah, we got to lose somebody. So anyway, long story. I know this is a long story. We go to Tallahassee. We land. We have a choice to make. Ben is like, okay, there's no way they're going to get back on a flight back to Atlanta. Atlanta's the biggest airport. There's going to be a lot of congestion. So we rent a car, a minivan.
Yeah, not a car. Not a cool minivan either. It wasn't like, you hit a button and the doors pop up like a Lamborghini. No. It was full blown. It didn't have the wood paneling on the side, but I think it was like peeled off.
Yeah, it was like Christmas vacation style minivan. But anyway, so here's
might have been a station wagon actually.
Yeah, it did remind me of one. So I get the keys thrown to me. I'm a company guy.
Yeah.
I'm going to I'll drive. But in the back of my mind, I'm like, you know what? I work with some pretty cool people. They're going to say, hey, let me take over. No.
Yeah.
Nobody did. Nobody took over. I drove the
I'm guilty. I didn't do it.
Yeah, you were on your phone.
I did sit up front with you, though.
You did, and I do appreciate that. And you had the radio going, or the music playing.
Yeah.
Britney Spears, NSYNC, all that stuff popping.
Yeah, a lot of ex-Tina. I like Christina Aguilera, but I like her ex-Tina phase.
No, I liked it. So then it started snowing. A blizzard started snowing. It started snowing literally right when we got into Tyrone, Georgia.
We're not kidding. Like blizzard. There was that big eastern coast winter front blizzard, Armageddon.
I've never seen that kind of snow before. You couldn't see the road. Even Frank was like, "This is crazy."
And the road wasn't. We weren't worried about slipping and sliding so much. There were people on the highway going 7 miles per hour.
Yeah.
And you can't see ahead of them. You weren't speeding. You're going like 90. Now you're going. Whatever speed felt kind of safe. 20.
I was going minivan fast. I mean, I had it tapped out.
And then, boom, car pop up in front of you, almost at a dead stop. People are like not in lanes. It was touch and go for a little bit.
It was near death is what I like to describe.
I lost a year off my life, maybe.
Yeah, probably.
I got another gray hair, I know.
So anyway, we made it back. We're here. We're on the show.
Yeah, hopefully the next flight to California won't be as bad, We didn't even get anything from the flight attendant. No extra beverages, no extra peanuts.
No blankie.
No shoulder rub. I kicked my feet off. I was putting them in the aisle. Like, nothing. Yeah. No bites.
Nothing.
Yeah. The guy in the front of me, he gave me a little toe suck, but
Ooh, wow.
But what else we got to talk about, man?
It's time for Topical Topics. Here.
What is going on with that? All right, look.
Can we?
This is what, the third episode?
We're changing that.
We have to change.
We got to change it. The voice doesn't match like kind of what we're doing.
Why is there bongo drums?
I don't know what that's about. I think we get Taco to do it and just scream it, screamo.
Topical Topics.
Yeah.
Oh, he talks a little slower speed.
Topical Topics. And then we'll have like a graphic of his thumb, like up like that.
Yeah.
We'll do that. So that's what we'll do. All right. So Topical Topics. What are they?
Yeah.
What are the topical
got?
topics?
We got some. No. Okay. All right. Well, the big thing is the Bieber. The Biebs. Yeah. The Belieber.
Yeah.
He bought a mutant ape, $1.3 million. But me and you, we looked into it. We covered it on the NFT update actual show.
It, yeah.
Looks like it was just for marketing.
Yeah. Like I said on the show, I have no problem with that. Same. I have no problem with a company. I mean, for those of you that don't know, if you're listening and you think this world just runs, organically, it doesn't. It's ran by marketing and advertising. That's how the world is ran. So the companies that you know of, Facebook, Google, and other companies, they just market a heck of a lot better than other ones. And that's the only reason. They've already beat you to the punch. So for a company, a project to say, hey, here's this, if this is what happened, we don't know, but we think it's what
There's
happened.
Some suspicious activity that just doesn't quite add up.
Doesn't quite add up.
Test.
So here's some ETH. Why don't you buy this NFT, and this project will and also pump this project?
Yeah.
That's great. It's not we all know that Bored Ape is not a scam. It's not like, oh my God, Bored Ape's a scam. We all know it's not a scam.
Yeah.
It's the best marketed.
They're like 100 ETH right now.
Yeah. It's the best marketed NFT project around.
Yeah, a little background on it. The monkey that he bought was listed like an hour right before he bought it, and it was 5x the price. And the ETH that was used to buy it for 500 ETH was deposited from the In-Betweeners, which was his previous project that he collaborated with or whatever. So, yeah, it looked like it was maybe a payment for his other project. Then they bought an ape. But the In-Betweeners, the Justin Bieber project, where all the ETH came from, they 8x'd, man. So
good for everybody.
It showed that it worked. Yeah, it's good for all those OG holders. Sure, someone's going to buy the top, but you know what? You hold on long enough. I mean, I don't think Bieber's going to retire. What is he, like 26? I don't know.
I don't know what he's going to do. Yeah, but he's never going to lose. I mean, Justin Bieber at this point is a brand. I mean, it's never going to go away.
Yeah, looks like he had the second most Twitter followers out of anybody.
That alone is insane.
Yeah, pretty nuts. Speaking of, I don't want to say scams, but, funny things happening on the blockchain, a huge hack. Was it the second largest hack ever?
The $320 million in ETH?
Yeah, a third of $1 billion. The
wormhole hack?
Yeah, then they were giving it back. They gave it back. Now, why do you think the hackers gave the money back?
Well, first, let's lay the groundwork.
It?
Let's lay the groundwork. Yeah. Let's talk about what the wormhole is. So the wormhole is a bridge
that's in the show Sliders.
Yeah, it's a slider similar to the movie Fox Tremors from the 80s.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, the guy from Stand By Me was in it, and
Kevin
they
Bacon.
had a little wormhole. And they jump in and go to a new dimension.
Yeah, so that's what happened with the ETH. So anyway, so it's Solana and Ethereum, and you need there are two different chains. So you need something to communicate between both chains.
Yeah.
So the wormhole is where all that action goes. So if you want to send something through the Ethereum network to the Solana network, or vice versa, you would use something called the wormhole. Or there's other, you got Quick Swap. There's other ways to do it as well. But in this case, it was the wormhole.
And also, when you have wrapped assets like wrapped Bitcoin on Ethereum, it's backed by actual Bitcoin. When you have wrapped Ethereum on Solana, it's backed by actual Ethereum.
Yeah.
If it's a legitimate project.
Yeah. If you don't know what wrapped is, it's when you see WETH, that's wrapped ETH.
Yeah.
So that's ETH that's been wrapped into a smart contract backed by an actual asset. So anyway, that's for another podcast. But 320, the second largest, like you said, was stolen in the wormhole. So somebody had, I guess, hacked the wormhole.
Yeah, people break it down on Twitter. It gets real complicated, real technical. Like, we're going to get into it. But right before we went live, it looks like he gave it back.
No, that's what I don't know why. So here's the deal. For those that don't know, I had like $40,000 in Ethereum stolen from me
when ETH was cheap.
When ETH was like $280, I had $40,000 in ETH stolen from me when ETH was $280, $290. Let's say $300.
Yeah,
be worth a fortune right now, right?
Yeah.
And I called Ben immediately. I was still living in Florida. I said, "Oh my God, this happened." And what am I going to do? Like, I was punching the wall, and like there was holes in the wall, And
wait, for real? I've never heard that.
Yeah,
for real.
This happened.
Is that the last time you punched a wall?
Yes.
Let's talk about Dustin's anger for a second.
I think that's the last time I punched a wall.
Yeah.
I punched other things, not my wife. I don't do that. But I remember my wife was like trying to calm me down. I was so mad. I mean, at that point, I'd never made a lot of money in crypto.
Yeah.
That was the first, so like 40 grand stolen from me was like, I mean, it was like life ending at that point, right? Like it just, the wind gets sucked out of you and you lose a breath. So I called Ben. I was like, dude, this just happened. He's like, what's your Ethereum address? And I sent it to him. He's looking through it and he's like, yep, you got a phishing attack stolen. And I was like, dang. So,
and those who don't know, phishing attack is kind of like in Jaws where he bites the boat.
Yeah. Well, a shark is a fish.
Shark's a fish. Yeah.
So it's very similar to that, except it has to do with crypto.
Oh, okay. So in this case, what does that mean? You click a malicious link.
Clicked a malicious link, and I did something so stupid. It asked me for my seed phrase, and I was like, "Oh, this is legit." And I typed it in. I was very new at the time. Boom, gone. Funds gone. Well, Ben told me at the time that the feds will track that if you contact them. I didn't want to contact them, right? I didn't want to get all that. But
because of your past. A little hesitancy to deal with authoritative figures, right?
Yeah, I just didn't want to, I don't want to introduce
the feds.
I don't want to be one of those guys.
Snitches
they get stitches.
They get stitches thrown in ditches.
Yeah.
Some call them
loose lips.
Yeah.
Sink
ships.
I didn't want to.
Yeah.
I didn't want to take that scam boat down.
Yeah.
So anyway, I just want to learn that the feds actually investigate this stuff. So I imagine, going back to the original question, why do you think they return the funds? Probably because that fear, like you saw it with the pipeline thing. However, how did that end up? They returned the money with the pipeline hack as well.
What I think is, this is all speculation. I don't know. I feel like it's an intelligence agency contacts them. We're looking at you with satellite camera. Mike, Smith, we know your name, we know your address, we're looking at your wallet, we're looking at your screen, your camera's on, you're wearing a red shirt. Maybe not all that, but I think we know who you are, return this or your life is just not worth living anymore. You're going to be on the run for the rest of your life.
Really?
Freaks them out. That's my thought. NSA, Israeli, I don't know, wherever. You can hire people, you can Blackwater. There's crazy firms out there that will do wild things. These people hack, Jeff Bezos's phone. They can do crazy things that, maybe not totally legal, not really things that you're going to see in a headline, but there's money that is in this clandestine scene. And, I could easily see ex-Mossad agents, something like that. Like, yeah, we'll find the guy. Yeah, we'll do it for you. Next thing you know, it's like you get a phone call. Blocked number, calls again, you pick it up. Yeah, we're looking at you right now. We know you have your money. Jeez. That's just kind of my guess. I think it's the same thing with the hackers. Look, we know who you are. We know where you're at. We know you're at this address right now. Freaks them out. Okay, I'll return the money.
What was that movie? Patriot? What was the movie with Gene Hackman and Will Smith?
Will Smith, yes. State of something. Enemy of the State.
Enemy of the State.
You know what's crazy is so much of that stuff happened 10, 15 years later. Pretty much everything in that movie happened.
Yeah, that's what that reminded me of when you were describing.
Yeah, that's my guess. It's not something that's going to be official, but
Yeah, I mean, who steals $320 million? I mean,
who just gives it back?
And gives it back. The problem with that, though, you can say that it's fairly easy to track that.
Yeah, but now they have mixers, so you can mix all that.
You can still see massive amount. I mean, you would have to mix it into several different wallets, hundreds of wallets.
People do it, though. There's that hack that old Bitcoin got spent after 10 years.
Didn't they get that one?
No, this was older. I think it was Mt. Gox era type stuff. But yeah, it was, you wait long enough. Okay, I can live frugally for a while, and mix it. I mean, that could just be something you do 5 hours, 10 hours a week for the next 2 years. You can start spending that ETH. You know what I mean? $320 million. I'll be maybe $500 million by that point.
You can also, and this is not financial advice, but if you want to get over, if you want to hack somebody and then wash it, NFTs.
Yeah.
Buy NFTs.
What about a Bored Ape for $500? Ooh. Oh. What's funny though is OpenSea does blacklist apes that are stolen, but you can buy them on Looks Rare.
No. But you can take the stolen funds, create an NFT, buy it. No, there's no. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Just saying. That's a little playbook action there.
Little playbook. Yeah. Rareable. No. Don't do that. Don't do that, folks.
Yeah.
All right. Do we have a couple headlines or something? We're gonna.
Here's the news that you need to know.
Yeah. In the comments, I want to know what you guys think of the voice.
Honest opinion.
Seriously.
Let us know about the bongos, too. Just let us know about that
Bongos
whole
and
thing.
the voice.
How do you feel about the audio of that transition? What do you want?
I think people like it personally. I've been reading comments. I think they like it.
And right, we don't count what your wife types in when you're like looking over her shoulder.
Wife. Your own multiple accounts. Anyway, by like it, do you mean make fun of it? Is that one? Anyway, sorry.
It has charm. Anyways, so let's get to these stories. Right. The first one is man with record-breaking 864 insect tattoos. I hate
You know what I like about that? Someone sees that and says, "Oh, I can get 865."
Oh, you can beat the record.
I'm the guy now.
How do you count them though? Like, did he have them like receipts, or did somebody go around and count the different tattoos?
I think for Guinness, they send their representative. You got to pay money. It's a whole thing. Like, it's a money-making organization.
Ooh. A scorpion right on your cheek. That's bold.
Now, does that mean no spiders, right? Spiders aren't insects.
They're arachnids. That's an arachid. That's scorpion's arachnid. So I'm going to call, we need to get a hold of
shenanigans.
Guinness. Yeah, Guinness World Book of Records. Dragonflies is
Let's get a campaign going.
Yeah,
everybody.
Pass the petition.
We're gonna add in the comments. Guinness Books World Record.
This record was stolen.
Let's find the original guy with 862. Look, he stole it from this guy.
Is that his belly button?
That's the belly button. It's a part of the centipede.
I think you could have done something a little bit better with the belly button. You got insects. Make a cockroach butthole or something. I don't know.
So he hates insects. So that's why he tatted the insects. Is that what it? Or does he not hate insects? I hate bugs. Look at that. What does that mean?
It's 402.
So here's a little information. It says
actually it's the complete opposite. I'm afraid of bugs. I hate bugs, but it has multiple meanings. That's okay. It has multiple meanings. It's some dark meaning, but more of a positive message. All right, that's a guy you don't want to be hanging out with. You know who that guy is? That's the guy who says, "Hey, I found a really good shortcut to go to work." Oh, really? What is it? I can't tell you. I wish I could. That guy. That's that guy.
Yeah. I got a secret, and they didn't tell you.
Yeah, I wish I could, man. I wish I could.
That's a good secret too. You wouldn't believe it.
Oh, this is the total McDonald's hack. You order this, and they got to make it. It's only 78 cents. Perfect. What is it? I can't tell everybody. Man.
So I don't have any. I don't know. I think you don't have any tattoos.
I have 0 tattoos.
I don't have any tattoos either. I've never been a tattoo guy. There were a couple of times in my life. Now look, I've had a checkered past, right?
Yeah. All right, what were you going to get when you're 18? I know we all had one. I will go first. Dude. I lived in Texas, speaking of Austin, and Texas is a cult of personality. It's a cult. They brainwash you from a very young age. Everything is Texas this, Texas best, Texas biggest, Texas is the baddest. And I almost got, it's almost embarrassing to say out loud. I was going to do like a Texas outline. Ooh. Or no, the Longhorn outline with the inside would be a Texas flag. Because I'm Texas born and bred, and so glad I didn't do it. But if you do have a Texas tattoo, we love you. We love our Texas tattoo people.
We love anybody with tattoos. They're just not,
just not for me.
Not for me. What would I have gotten? Dude, there was this
Outcast lyric.
Yeah, that was an Outcast lyric. There was like the tribal. It was this tribal thing I was gonna do, and then there was, I'm a little bit of an artist, and I drew like. I was to be a little dark. I was in a dark place. I drew like an angel that was being hung on a tree. I was gonna put that on my back. It was crazy. I never was gonna do the wings though. I have a buddy in Florida that got angel wings. He got it. It's a dude with angel wings on his back, and he was drunk when he got tattooed, and they ended up being small. So he's got really tiny angel wings. His name's Ryan, by the way. He's got really tiny angel wings on his back. And so his whole life he's been made fun of ever since he was, I don't know. 18.
Fun fact, Taco has big wings. One of the people works in the NFT update division. He's got the big wings.
Big angel or dragon?
I think they're angel, right? But they're like the hawk wings from Cobra Kai.
They're hawk wings. Well, that's better. I don't think dude should have angel wings. I don't think.
But if you do, have big wings.
Have bigger.
You don't want little wings.
Have like Michael, the big archangel wings, not Gabriel. What did he do?
Yeah, you don't want like the little wings that are on the ankle, from like the Greek, the Odyssey or something.
Cupid's wings. You don't want.
You don't want that. No.
You guys ready for the next one?
Yeah, let's see this next story. What do we got?
Right. It says 3 cats have outmaneuvered their 2 humans to hold a blender hostage for weeks.
Golly, look at those cats.
Okay, so like, what is this like a meme? Like, there's actually an article related to this?
Why don't you read it for the people?
Is this like, I don't even want to read this. What is this, like The Onion or something?
No, it's real. This is actually NPR.
Okay, so it garnered thousands of invested followers on social media. Okay, so he's doing like daily updates on the cat's Facebook page. All right, that makes a little bit more sense. Okay. So the more of the articles, like, look at these viral posts that these people made about their cats.
Day 5 still hasn't moved. I guess that's what,
Oh my God, I
look
can't
at those silly cats. Like, those are the comments. Oh my God.
They probably had some diehard people invested. It's like, noon.
I gotta
there's
see.
not a photo yet.
Yeah.
They're like refreshing.
I gotta
like,
see what
when
these
they gonna
cats
post?
are doing. Yeah.
How do you feel about people that kind of like let the pets run the household? Oh, you can't sit in that chair. That's the dog's chair.
That's the dog's chair. Well, I don't like the term fur babies.
Fur babies is a little much.
Yeah, when somebody refers to a cat or a dog as a fur baby, like a fur child, like a human, but has fur, I don't like that. Like,
people. I like animals more than humans, which is normally you're full.
Okay, here's one. We're probably going to insult some people, but we'll do it. How many cats do you have to become a cat lady? And you know the kind of cat lady I'm talking about.
I say 3 isn't quite there. I say 4 is like a gray area. 5 is a yes.
5 is cat lady status.
5 is a yes in my book.
Yeah.
What if one is pregnant?
I think once you start picking up stray cats, even if you have 2 already, then you got a stray cat coming up, that's when it starts.
Yeah.
Like,
it starts with I fed 1 cat outdoors, and 1 leads to 3, leads to 6. Yeah. And then you bring in one of them. Oh, he's the old one. He's an indoor cat now.
He's an indoor cat.
Next thing you know, they're all in and out.
Yeah, and then it's like becomes one of those hoarders episodes.
Yeah, then you're throwing the cats like the lady on The Simpsons.
Right, and so then the AP, what is the Child Protective Services for Animals? AP,
animal rescue or animal
something like
control,
that. They're coming to your
control.
house and like writing you fines, and you're telling them you're not crazy.
Yeah. So I did door-to-door sales for a while. I worked for ADT, the home security company. Don't know why they let me work there.
I was going to say, give us your pitch, but
hey, can you help me out?
Sure. What you got?
Don't worry, I'm not selling anything. You see this sign right here?
Yeah.
I work for ADT. We're trying to advertise in your neighborhood. So what we're doing is we're looking for some really nice yards to help us advertise ADT to your neighbors. Now, if I gave you a free ADT system, you'd use it, right?
God, that's so good.
Oh my gosh.
Right?
That is good. Yeah, I'd use it. But
all right, well,
I'm already sold. Like, my credit card. Hold on a minute. That was good. Yeah. Now I see what you're like. That's good. That's a good closer move.
Yeah. So, I worked there for a while, but, so we're going in houses all the time. And I remember one house, it was just full of dogs. Nothing wrong if you got a lot of dogs, but they didn't ventilate that house. And our eyes were stinging. Like, our eyes were, like, we were crying while we're, like, signing the paperwork. We get to it, their credit didn't pass. Big surprise there. It was all for nothing. Got back in the van. I think it was me and one other person. We got back in the van with, like, 4 or 5 of us. And, they were just like, oh, my God, y'all really, like, stink. Like, you guys stink.
Terrible. Yeah, I don't know. I have a cat from an old relationship, but I gave it to my parents, 8 years ago. Mm-hmm. And so that cat is now... That cat is now, like, 23 years old. It's like, it might be one of the oldest cats. I don't know what the oldest cat is.
I said my cat's name was Skeet, and I said that's a story for another day. I guess I can share that story. I had a cat. He just passed about a year ago. Old cat. I want to say he lived about 17 years old. And when I first got him, there's a song that was permeating through the airwaves that you couldn't go anywhere. You couldn't go to any club without hearing. And it was Little John and the East Side Boys.
Skeet, skeet, skeet.
To the windows, to the wall.
Are those tears right now?
Sweat drips down my balls. Yeah, and... So, the word skeet was kind of like new. I think, Chappelle Show just did that sketch with Little John. And, the word was so new, people didn't know what it meant. The boomers didn't know, even though I'm a boomer now. So I lived with my mother at the time. I was still a teenager. And so I thought it'd be funny, edgelord 19-year-old Deezy was like, yeah, I'll name the cat Skeet. So when my mom will go out on the porch, she'll scream, Skeet, Skeet, Skeet,
my God.
and not know what she was doing.
That's classic.
Yeah. That was so funny. I was like, this is so funny. This is the cleverest thing I've ever come up with.
Yeah. Well, it is pretty good. It'd be good today.
Yeah. So his name stuck with Skeet. It was, but then you're like, you're a grown man. You're taking your cat to the vet, and you're like writing down, like, this is Skeet. Yeah. Skeet Deezy.
It's my dog Balls over here.
Yeah. This is anal lick.
Ooh. You guys want to read some YouTube comments?
Anyway, real quick, we'll read them.
Skeet isn't bad, but anal.
I've got them pulled up.
I can't do that. Anyways, real quick, oldest cat in the world, 38 years old.
So
let's read the comments. 38-year-old cat. All right, what do we got?
Make it a mummy at that point. You gotta taxidermy that cat.
You guys,
of course, by 38 years, it's probably very mangy and nasty. It's still alive.
We need to put it down.
Let's go meet it. Make some content.
We'll share it.
Bring a laser, like doesn't move or anything.
How about this one?
I'm bearish on Stuffed Crust. I'm bullish on NFT update. Hey guys, another great podcast. Keep being awesome. E-Man, thank you.
E-Man, do you want to come on the show? I'm kidding. I do want you on the show, but we don't have the capabilities right now. As you can tell, we haven't done anything because we're in a new office. That's why we didn't hang
Love the long form, much needed in the space. There was one thing we learned in NFT NYC. There's few people in the NFT space that are good public speakers. That doesn't really mesh up that well. It's a lot of, people just like to spend a lot of time on the computer. Now, it's not to say if you spend a lot of time on the computer, you can't be a good speaker. But typically, good speakers, they're a little more, they get outside. They're talking, they're shaking hands.
Or there were some speakers there that didn't really have the crypto knowledge. It was either one or the other. People that had the crypto knowledge couldn't speak, and people that didn't have the crypto knowledge were better speakers.
A handful had both. I mean, like 2 or less. Yeah. It's like what we saw.
It was weird.
Yeah.
All right, what other comments?
Like the chill vibe, guys. Great show.
Thank you. I think we're trying to make
He's just shilling chilled Kongs.
No, maybe.
All right, I see some cats.
Pluto is a planet. We were going to, by the way, do a rarity contest with the Pluto Alliance, but our producer Hudson was too busy. So we're probably going to do it next week. So we'll have some Pluto Alliance.
Oh, look at this. I watched 60,000 ADA get stolen from my Yoroi wallet and possibly went to the BitPulse staking wallet or some random hack wallet. Do not use Yoroi wallet. That doesn't sound...
I've never used Yoroi wallet.
Oops. And how does a wallet get hacked? That's like OPSEC.
Probably,
you got to be careful.
Like me,
it's kind of like
phrase.
his hack. Yeah, you got to be careful. You got to make sure you don't have people tracking your keyboard movement and stuff like that.
All right, one more comment. What we got?
You guys need more cameras.
Yeah, I know. We've told you that, Hudson.
Shoestring budget over here.
We've told you that, Hudson.
Here's one more. Bullish on the intro.
All right, now correct me if
go
I'm
to
wrong.
that guy's profile.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Cheeto is the type of name he would have.
Cheeto is taco.
Oh my god, it's all making sense.
Oh, dude.
See? Cheeto is taco. That's why he was trying to. He wants to.
Wait
be
a
on
minute.
the show.
Did you type "Glad you appreciate it"?
That was me.
That was Hudson.
So now he's weighing it in his favor. Mm-hmm. He's probably deleting. That's what it is. He's deleting the comments.
What's this one? Hudson's wife.
Croup?
This is seriously funny.
That's what I call her, guys. Croup.
Croup is Hudson's wife.
Croup,
thank you.
Also a character from the Malazan book Empire. So
well, thank you for saying it's funny.
Yeah, Croup is a disease.
OG Bears. You know what? People ask us about the OG Bears. They ask us about the Ada Apes. We kind of talked about it. And this isn't FUD. This isn't FUD on those Cardano NFT projects. We do think the art is insane. We think it's nuts. But I like if I look at 20 PFPs in a row, I don't want to see 5 of the same shirt. I don't want to see 7 of the same hat. And I don't want to see them like next to each other, multiple times, like up, hats the same, up shirts. So when I see that, sometimes I'll stay away. That's not to say the art isn't awesome. That's not to say that, it's not going to double,
it's not to say
triple.
The project's, it's not to say the project's bad or anything like that. We've had issues with some of the stuff we've done with the generative drops having some too many traits. We understand. But to your point, I do agree with that. I don't want to see like multiples in a generative drop.
Yeah. So I think, if you look at Bored Apes, you look at Boss Cats or something, you can.
All right, so real quick, before we end it, what are some of your favorite drops coming out? We'll hit them before we leave. What are some of the things that you're looking forward to coming up in the next week? I know for me, I'm looking forward to the Wizards. I think that's going to be a good one. Meta Eagles
Yeah, the Meta Eagles is going to be huge. And then there's some updates for some existing things. Art Punks.
Boss Cat with
really
planets.
Cool stuff. The Planet. We got season 2 Ninjas, Ada Ninjas.
Season 2 coming soon.
We got a lot of big stuff happening. The llama stuff.
Llamas
on the video.
The llamas mutating. I don't really want to. The Borgs with the chip. That's going to what is it going to do? It's going to like mutate it or corrupt it.
Corrupt it.
Oh yeah, I'm excited.
It looked like he had a would you rather.
Yeah.
This is a safe PG.
Would you rather?
If I would have known there was an audio associated with it, I wouldn't have brought it up. Again, let us know what you feel about.
Tell us in the comments how you feel about the voice.
Be honest. You have to drown out. Look, Hudson's wife is going to put like 37 comments. So we really
that's actually
let us know.
That's actually Hudson's wife saying. That's her voice. So let's be nice. I'm kidding, Hudson's wife.
Croup can comment a lot, though. I mean, she's got great fingers. Anyways, would you rather have Beyonce's talent or Jay-Z's business acumen?
Let's go back to what she does with.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think I'm ready for that jelly as far as being, but Beyonce. I don't want to do. I'd probably take Jay-Z's business acumen. What about you?
Well, here's the thing. If we take actually his skills, so he's good at running music labels. He's good at managing artists, and then he could sell an expensive company to a Fortune 500 company. And finally, he's good at selling crack. So you almost have to you almost have to go into the industry. But with Beyonce, you almost have to put yourself in the limelight, and there's so many factors involved. So there's people more talented than Beyonce that maybe aren't as attractive, and you'll never hear them. So I think with Jay-Z's skills, you can always try to do the business world. If that fails, you sell crack. Obviously, we're not recommending you sell crack. But with Beyonce,
that's not financial advice.
Well, it is financial advice. You'll make a lot of money until you don't, and then you'll get arrested and you'll lose it all and have to pay in lawyer fees. But Beyonce, we could have Beyonce's talent and then just be scratching at the wall for 5 years and nothing happens.
Yeah.
But we're really good at the local karaoke joint.
Yeah, there's a lot of people. I see a lot of talented people in the Nashville airport when I used to go there a lot.
Yeah.
Good looking, sing well, and they're just in an airport singing. Yeah, I think you're right on that. I would rather take Jay-Z's talent over Beyonce's.
All right, now here's the thing. You got Jay-Z's talent. You're not really making headway in the music industry.
Do you start selling crack?
Do you start selling crack? You have the bat.
I have the bat, the Negan bat. I don't think you start selling crack. I think there's probably better drugs to sell than crack.
Yeah.
You could do some safer drugs.
You know what you do? You go into a state where something's legal. Even Colorado, mushrooms are legal. You
start selling mushrooms.
Sell mushrooms. Sell. That's what you do. Obviously, don't do that.
Not financial.
It's not life advice. It's not financial advice. It is life advice. Stay
positive, everybody. Bitcoin will go up eventually.
Yeah.
So just keep on keeping on.
And let us, maybe we're going to see big things with the Super Bowl in crypto. So it could be an exciting
Could be a Bored Ape on one of the Super Bowl commercials.
Real quick. There's pictures of Snoop Dogg wearing the suit with the little tracking balls.
Snoop as a Bored Ape. I don't know. I'm just saying. You heard it here first, but I don't know.
Who knows?
All right. That's all we got.
All right.
Thank you all for joining us.
Until next time.
Later.
It's not a great song.
Seriously, what is this?
Not a great song. Are we still filming?
Yeah. All right, Cam's
Cut.